Yes, another video already. Okay, so yesterday we talked about Roy Moore, the Chief Justice of Alabama, who has issued an executive order basically stating that same sex marriage is still illegal in the state of Alabama. And he's basically told all the judges there don't issue same sex marriage licenses. Again, fuck you, Mr. Moore. You're a douche. But this morning, the plot thickens. As a writer, I love a good plot twist. And here's another one for you. So apparently, this all has broken out. This edict, I guess you can call it, was issued by Roy Moore on the very day when his son, Caleb Moore, who's 25, pled not guilty to 2 counts. One felony possession of a prescription medication, and the other a misdemeanor pot possession charge. And the thing is that Caleb Moore has pled guilty in 2013 and 2014 to misdemeanor drug paraphernalia charges. So this is a fucking constant with Mr. Moore's son. He's a drug addict, Mr. Moore. Get him some fucking rehab and quit covering up his pedos. And, the funny thing is that you see this shit constantly with politicians and public figures. They they try to throw up a smoke screen when one of their kids or a member of their family does something stupid. I don't know why. I mean, come on, people. I mean, I understand public image and all this shit, but if your family member's a moron and you had nothing to do with it, and I'm sorry, but at the age of 25, you have no control over your son's actions. Personally, in your position, Mr. Moore, instead of acting like a completely bigoted freak, I would have just stood up in front of the press and said, yeah, my fucking son fucked himself again and daddy's not helping this time. I would respect you more as a politician if you just said, yeah, my fucking kid did this. And guess what? My kid's over the age of 18, so I can't exactly do anything about it. I have no control over him anymore. He made a mess of himself, and guess what? He's on his own. I'm pulling any and all support. I still love him. He's my son, but I'm not helping him. I'm not paying for his attorney. I'm not pulling any strings. I would respect a politician more if they did that than this smokescreen bullshit that they keep doing. And Mr. Moore, he staunchly opposed the June 2015 ruling of same-sex marriage by the Supreme Court, which basically just made, same-sex marriage the law of the land. And he staunchly opposed it, and he even said after the ruling came down that he was going to keep opposing it. And in fact, he even issued a ruling at that point telling the judges don't issue same-sex marriage licenses. And, basically just throwing the state into confusion because, you're a dick. And for him to do this again, he knew it's an incendiary enough issue that it would distract from the fact that his son's a fucking drug addict. Mr. Moore, here's my advice to you from one parent to another. Make him take his licks. Make him own up to his own mistakes. Make him accountable for his own fuck ups and stop using your position to protect your kid who obviously is a drug addict. And guess what? Drug addicts need help. They don't need you to cover up for them. They need help in recovering. He needs to go to a rehab for at least 6 months, since this is clearly not his first fucking foray into stupidity. And he needs to be held accountable. You are an enabler. Stop it. That's not your job as a father, you freak. So now that everybody knows the true story behind why this announcement was made, I hope you all will enjoy giving his office a call and taking him to task. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.